Just that age demographic, we've discussed before on many, many subjects. I'm a firm believer that the change will come from our younger folk. There's lots of cases. Racism is definitely one. Gender equality around women's rights. I think the push of the change in the sporting world is going to knock down a lot of barriers. But still, with those people aren't decision makers. Those people aren't sitting in parliaments and don't make those key decisions. Do you see, as you move around, and a 30-year-old plumber married with 2 children is a fine example to start, are you feeling as you move around society that younger people get it? It's just the previous generations that are struggling to take grasp?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think as more gay and lesbian people come out and feel much more confident in who they are and in perhaps their relationships, but also their, learning to love themselves as gay and lesbian people. But more so now we're seeing people who are gender diverse, who are non-binary, who are transgender, and as they get the support mechanisms put in place that they so dearly need, and as they become much more visible as well, they've always been there, but they've not been able to have a voice perhaps, then as we see them in the shops, in the street, at the workplace, then it kind of normalises the fact that not everyone is male and female, and not everyone is straight and white, So it's those younger people who are gender diverse and trans and non-binary are leading the way, really, and they're not prepared to take the harassment and the crap that we who trod before them have had to put up with, and I think I find that just refreshing. It's just like they expect people to understand that their pronouns may not be he or she or they.
Yeah.
And that's really important stuff on a nitty-gritty level, I think.
And social media still, occasionally we get exposed to people, and they're normally older people, who just put absolute crap up about, in my day it was pretty simple. You're either a boy or a girl. What's all this crap about? It's just almost fear. It's ignorance without doubt, but it's almost a fear. You just put a wall up because you can't comprehend it and you don't wish to, so you'll challenge it in some other way. But I just wish that they'd say nothing rather than put up that nonsense, because I think younger people are now looking at it and going, really?
Yeah. We're
surely beyond that.
That's exactly right. And what I will never understand is why they're so threatened by that. What does someone else's gender identity or sexuality, why does that threaten you? Why are you so unsure of perhaps your own, I don't know, your own gender or your own sexuality? It's not cake. It's not like, because someone comes out as trans or gender diverse that it's going to affect you in any way.
No, that's right. It's just just an inherent fear, which is very sad. And we'll unpack some of that later when we talk about this discrimination bill that's put up, because I think some of the answers to that question will probably come out when you really look at the wording of this bill and the people who have put it together and why, in fact, they have put it together. I think will answer a lot of questions. Bronte, thank you so much for your time this morning. Continued good luck to you in the work that you were doing. It is so good to have understood your story, and I feel so sad that you lived your life for so long hidden. But it's good, and there's always a joy to hear your voice now, knowing that the world is new for you and exciting for you, and you're clearly very happy, and that's good to see.
Thanks, Rob. Good morning to your listeners too.
Good on you, mate. All the very best.
Bye-bye.
Bronte Price, he will be talking regularly about this subject, and it's one that we continue to embrace, albeit slowly, but more and more people are starting to understand the world we're living in isn't perhaps what it used to be, but it's not to be scared of. Everyone's got a place to play, and we'll have